Hello, this is Tommy Cottle with Central Office Maintenance. I wanted to take a few minutes today to go over some recent updates to the winter events database. One of the first things that we made here on the home page was we removed the individual superintendent name in the area drop-down, and we used the MMS superintendent areas just to create consistent standards across the state. Okay, so when do I enter a record in the winter events database? There's one simple business rule. And that is, did the traveler information map require a change from clear status? So did you have to change any route in your area from clear to some other status on the traveler information map? If the answer is yes, complete the record. If the answer is no, then hit cancel and go on about your day. So we did have to change the map status. Let's enter our district. We'll pick a building. And then we'll move on to our event start. So now we'll enter our event start, cruise out, event end, and cruise in date and times. These dates no longer allow you to accidentally choose a date in the future. That was a validation check that we added to prevent human error. In our scenario, we're going to say the event started on December 17th, and precipitation started falling at 4 a.m. We sent our crews out ahead of that on the 17th. We'll say we sent them out at 2 a.m. And then the event ended. So what is the event end? The event end is when the precipitation stops falling or accumulating. That is what you want your event end to be. So we'll say that is today, which is December 18th, and the precipitation started falling at 12 noon. We brought our crews in later today, and we'll just say 4 p.m. So this is really important. When did the event end, and when did you bring your crews in? That time is the amount of time that should match your performance objectives below. So our crews were out for 4 hours once precipitation stopped falling. It took them 4 hours to get all their routes back to clear to mostly clear. So that is the time and calculation that you use to figure your performance objectives. We'll say we spent 2 hours on our continuous operation routes, and you can see an alert pops up instantly that our non-continuous route time is less than our continuous routes time. And we really want to make sure that that is true. It doesn't prevent you from doing that, but that should be the rare case that we're spending more time on our continuous than we are on our non-continuous. So again, it'll allow it, but it gives you the alert. So I'm going to say we spent 4 hours trying to meet our objectives on our non-continuous route, noon to 4. You'll also notice that we have changed the minutes to be on the hour or every half hour. It just wasn't necessary to have 15-minute increments. So this just makes it more user-friendly and more efficient for those folks that have to enter this. So you choose the hour or the half hour for your continuous or non-continuous. We must enter precipitation type. So we can enter multiples. We'll say we got a couple inches of snow and maybe a tenth of sleet along with it. So you can enter multiple precipitation types. You also notice that we removed the frost or black ice question. Those didn't result in map status change, and that is our one business rule for entering a record in the winter events database. So it wasn't necessary, so we removed it. The one question you have to answer here is that business rule. Did the traveler information map require a change from clear status? You should be saying yes. Hit yes and hit save, and your record is created. We can double check that real quick. We'll go back to Columbia. And you can see here's that event that we just created. If for some reason I need to edit that record, I just hit the edit link here. I can go back in and say was supposed to say 2 hours and 30 minutes we spent on our continuous operations route. I changed my response. I just hit save. And again, that record is updated. We can double check real quick. Search for Columbia. And there's that updated record. Okay, the last piece of this is deleting a winter event record. There's an Administer Configuration tab here for our district administrators. You click that, and then we're going to use our drop down and say Remove Winter Event. We'll search for that Columbia building. And there's that test record that we entered. All you're going to do is select the Remove Radio button, then choose Remove, and then confirm you want to delete this event. We'll hit Delete, and that record no longer exists. And you see that you've got a confirmation right here, successfully deleted event record. Go back to Home, and you're back to your beginning of your list. Thanks for taking some time to go over this with us. If you have any questions, please contact Paul Dinkler. He is the administrator for this winter events database and our winter operations for central office maintenance. Thanks. Have a great day and stay safe out there.